Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of WCTV. I'm Simi, and today we are joined by Adiba, founder of Anim Sessions. Hi, Adiba.
Hey, Simi, how's it going?
It's going well. I'm so glad you could join us today.
Me too. It's been a while. It's been a while since we caught up.
Yes, yes. So I thought today would be a good opportunity for us to talk about Anim Sessions. So this is something you founded outside of your day job, and I think it's just really good to shine a light on how you're using your passion for technology to kind of build something you're proud of and something you've always wanted to do. So before we start and dig in, please introduce yourself.
So my name is Adiba Madaguna. I am the founder of Anim Sessions. Anim Sessions is a creative studio which focuses on exploring ideas at the intersection of music and technology.
That's great. Thanks for sharing. I know you also are an Android engineer as well, and this has kind of led to a couple of other things, such as your DJ career. And I think it would be really interesting to share how being a developer and also having that passion for DJing and music set you up to be able to kind of launch this idea. What did that actually look like launching the project?
Yeah, so literally what happened was I was working at ASOS at the time, 9 to 5, and I was working on the Android team. And it was a really fun job. You know, ASOS is this massive company. I was actually able to DJ at some of the ASOS internal events. So I was applying my DJ skills to ASOS in that sense, but also DJing at other events around London. And juggling both of those things became quite a lot. So I started thinking, you know, what would be the perfect way to combine both of these things together, speaking music and tech. And that led me down this journey of investing in myself, going to conferences specifically focused on music tech, which is like the intersection of that, and also led me to kind of understand opportunities in that industry and how I could prepare myself for that. So it was kind of organic. It started around that journey of Anim Sessions started in 2018, and it started as a passion project and then kind of evolved into an early stage business kind of end of 2019, 2020.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. So you mentioned you were on the Android team. So just in general, being an Android engineer, what does that involve day to day? What does that look like?
So it's pretty much the same. You go in, it's the same as any other kind of like software engineering job. You go in, you might have a stand up in the morning, everyone catches up, and then you kind of speak about what features you're working on. Currently, I also have a day job at the moment. So currently, I'm working for a startup that's focused around health and smoking. And in this job, I'm the lead developer and I'm the only developer. So I really have to manage my day. And I might wake up in the morning, you know, check some crash reports, just kind of, you know, pick up some tickets here and there, start working on a few features, do some testing. My room is kind of crazy at the moment. I have like 5 different Android devices hanging around with iOS devices. And yeah, it's just really about, you know, building features in an app and kind of publishing that to new users every 2 weeks or every week.
So are there any skills you have from the Android role that are transferable to building Anim Sessions? Are there any transferable skills?
Yep, definitely. So when I really started kind of diving into what I wanted to do with Anim Sessions at the end of 2019, I wanted to really explore immersive tech because I find that apps were a fun way to do things. Music was fun as well, but I wanted to kind of create really rich tech themed experiences for people to enjoy. So with Anim Sessions, immersive tech comprises of a lot of things. So there's augmented reality, there's virtual reality, there's mixed reality, there's spatial audio, there's all these facets of that. And being an app developer really helped me kind of bridge that gap to learning about augmented reality, because augmented reality and phones work so well together. So I was able to apply some existing knowledge in that sense.
So I also heard you created a party that had an immersive theme. This was at Afrotech Fest, correct? How did you go about that?
That was really different from anything I'd ever done before. I mean, I had to leave all of my developer skills at home and I had to put on more of a creative director hat. So in that case, I had to put together a night that was filled with activities that fused music and tech and gaming together. And that was really kind of like thinking outside the box. So at this party, Black Girl Gamers, they were one of the activities that kind of like put together for that party. Also silent disco, so I booked some DJs for that, and really trying to understand how both of those DJs played and what genres they played, so it wouldn't be kind of too much of the same. But as well as that, there was another element to that which I put together, which was a performance that featured live visuals, which were kind of coded on stage by this amazing artist called Anthony Roberts, and also another DJ set that meshed with that by a talented South African house DJ called Charisse. So it was kind of like using skills that were more around like, you know, budget management, understanding tech available, understanding the restraints, understanding how to run a show. That was what that immersive party was about, really.
Nice. Oh, that's really cool. Live coding. So Adiba, just before we wrap up, I wanted to ask, do you have any tips for any software engineers, women in tech who want to infuse their passion with technology? So we already know that you DJed, so that was something that you were doing outside your day role. But is there anything you can do to take that extra step? Any tips you could share?
I think the most important thing is passion. Like anything that you're passionate about, you can explore tech through that. So for me, that's music, right? I could, you know, I could kind of, you know, invest in myself and go to a hackathon somewhere in a different world and meet other music tech enthusiasts. But I'm really passionate about that subject. So finding what you're passionate about and applying tech to that is probably the best way to go about this. And that's probably how you will kind of achieve the best results. If you're doing something for the money, like, you know, like I've invested a lot of my personal finances in Anim Sessions and also in learning about the music tech industry by, you know, going to all these different events and so on and meeting people out there. I think that's probably the best way. You have to invest in yourself, but you also have to be passionate about what's going on. And then as time goes on, you might make some money from it, which I've discovered, or you might meet people and, you know, you never know where the journey takes you, but it's just more about passion.
Thank you, Adiba. That's a really, really great tip. Thank you, Adiba, for joining us today. It was so nice to learn from you.
Anytime. You know, it's always a pleasure to chat.
Oh, awesome. So Adiba is launching a project, Immersive Afrobeats, in June 2020. Stay tuned. I'm going to make sure I leave Anim Sessions links in the next slide. Thank you for watching this episode of WCTV. Goodbye.
All right, bye.